Everybody likes rankings. So let's talk about the top 20 rookies after this year's NFL draft. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jake Fantasy Headliners. Hope all is well out there. Today we're going to be talking about my top 20 rookie rankings after this year's NFL draft. I'm going to fire through them here, so if you have any questions, make sure you're hitting me up below, and we'll get right into it. All right, number one on my list, not going to be a shock. It's going to be Saquon Barkley. I wasn't super high on the Giants taking Barkley so early, but listen, he fell into a great situation. He's going to get all the work there in New York, has plenty of potential to break out with that improved offensive line in New York. Easily my number one ranked rookie this year. All right, number two on my list is going to be Derrius Guice. He fell all the way to 59th overall, and he fell to Washington. Do I love Washington's run game? No. But there's not a whole lot of competition. Guice should get that job outright. And the only thing he needs to worry about is all the pass-catching downs and Chris Thompson. Number three is going to be Calvin Ridley. You guys watched this show before. You guys know that I wasn't too high on Ridley in the past. But I don't know if he could have fell into a better situation. I was low on Ridley because I figured wherever he went, he'd be looked at as the number one option. Well, he went to Atlanta at 26th overall, and now he's opposite of Julio Jones. Julio's going to command all the attention. I really like Ridley now this year. Number four on my list is going to be Royce Freeman in Denver, and I have him a little bit higher on my list. He was the 71st overall pick, but with all those weapons on the outside, that box isn't going to be too crammed, and Royce Freeman's going to be the one benefiting from it. I looked for a little bit of an improved running game here in Denver this year. Number five, and this may be the highest I've ever ranked any New England running back ever, but it's going to be Sony Michel. They kind of shocked everybody with the 31st overall pick. But the dude's like a Dion Lewis clone, except better. This will be the only running back that I recommend anybody in New England own. And I didn't recommend anybody all of last year. So that's a good thing that I'm already doing it preseason. Number six is going to be going with Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, the 35th overall pick to Cleveland. And as much as I'm not a huge fan of running back by committees, there's just not a whole lot of teams who don't use them. Nick Chubb is going to be sharing with Carlos Hyde, but his upside and potential is huge. He's my number 6th rated rookie this year. Number 7 is going to be Ronald Jones out there in Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay has nobody in the backfield to compete with. And coming out of USC, Ronald Jones is a human highlight reel. I'm not going to compare him to Reggie Bush because that wouldn't be fair to him. But there's some eerie similarities. And Ronald Jones is a great talent. He's going to get all the work in Tampa Bay, and Tampa is struggling for some running back help. Number 8, we're going to go out to the desert. We're going to Christian Kirk in Arizona. He was the 47th overall pick, and with a lot of the attention being paid to Larry Fitzgerald out there, Christian Kirk's going to see a lot of wide open targets on the underneath part of the field. With the upgrade at quarterback being Josh Rosen after a few weeks here, Christian Kirk could eat, and he could eat a lot in the desert. Number 9, I'm going Michael Gallup out in Dallas. He was the 81st overall pick, and Dak Prescott's going to like this guy. He's not going to feel like he has to force him the ball, but Gallup has some Des Bryant-esque ability. It's just going to give Dak another target. He'll be opposite of Allen Hurns, and he's still got the Beazles underneath. Dak Prescott's going to look for some Michael Gallup this year, and somebody's going to reap the rewards of it. Number 10 is going to be a little bit of a surprise. I'm going with Equanamious St Brown in Green Bay. Yes, he was pick number 207. Listen, I saw this guy firsthand at the Combine, and he is just oozing with talent. The dude is huge, like 6'5", runs a 4.4, 4.5 40, good hands, good motor. He just fell, and there's reports coming out that people don't know if he wants to play or not. If he didn't want to play, he wouldn't be playing. He wants to play, and he went to the perfect spot in Green Bay who needed a wide receiver. I look for Equanamious St. Brown to have a huge year, and I challenge everybody to say that name 3 times as fast as possible. Number 11 is going to be Courtland Sutton, the 40th overall pick out there in Denver, and he's going to have a lot of potential this year. He'll be opposite of Demaryius Thomas, still got Emmanuel Sanders in the mix, and the newly drafted Deshaun Hamilton. He'll see limited coverage, though. I mean, he's the rookie coming in, right? Demaryius Thomas is going to be an upgrade this year with Case Keenum under center, And I look for Courtland Sutton to see a lot of single coverage, and he can win that. Number 12 is going to be Donte Pettis in San Francisco, the 44th overall pick in this year's NFL draft. And this kind of has something to do with Jimmy G, right? Jimmy G needed another weapon, and he got it with Pettis. He'll be looking for him early and often, should see plenty of opportunities across the middle of the field, and has that big playability. Dante Pettis could surprise some people this year. Number 13 is DJ Moore right here in Carolina, picked number 24 overall. And I got him a little bit lower than a lot of people. And it's nothing to do with DJ Moore. And it's nothing to do with Cam Newton. I know Cam Newton's getting all kinds of stuff right now, talking about how inaccurate he is and how he can't support all the wide receivers. And that's partially true. I think with the group of wide receivers they have here in Carolina now, it's going to be a lot of dink and dunk type passes. Cam Newton's no longer going to be throwing the deep ball, 10, 15 times a game. With Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, you got Curtis Samuel coming back. A lot of guys, quick guys, they're looking for those short routes that can bust a big one. DJ Moore's the same thing. He just has some competition. Number 14 is going to be James Washington in Pittsburgh, the 60th overall pick. He should see plenty of opportunity in that offense. He'll be taking over the Martavis Bryant target share, and he's got the ability to do something with it. It's an upgrade for Pittsburgh over Martavis Bryant, who didn't really seem to want to be there. James Washington's going to want to be there. He just won the award for college football as best wide receiver, and he's going to make some people notice him this year. Number 15 is going to be DJ Chark in Jacksonville. He was a 61st overall pick, and anybody who's watched this channel before knows that I love DJ Chark. Hashtag Chark Week. He went to an okay situation. He could have went somewhere better. Jacksonville is kind of crowded at the wide receiver position with Marquise Lee, Dante Moncrief. I mean, we've talked about D.D. Westbrook before. DJ Chark's going to have some work to do, but he's got all the potential. He'll kind of take over that old Allen Robinson type role. Deep threat, good hands, has a lot of potential. You just kind of got Blake Bortles to worry about. Number 16 is going to be Anthony Miller in Chicago, the 51st overall pick. Trubisky needed another weapon after they lost Meredith, and they get it with Anthony Miller. He's got a high motor. He plays with a chip on his shoulder. He plays angry, and it's good. Trubisky needed another weapon, and he got another weapon. Somebody he'll be able to use all year long, and somebody who's not reliant on just the deep ball. Anthony Miller should see a nice target share. I expect him to have a good season. Number 17 is going to be Kerryon Johnson, running back in Detroit, the 43rd overall pick. Listen, Detroit's got like 52 running backs on the roster, but they're going to have to rely on just, one or two of them. They can't play all of them and have them all be productive. Dwayne Washington, Zach Zenner, Amir Abdullah, they haven't done anything. I fully believe this is going to be the Kerryon Johnson, LeGarrette Blount, and Theo Riddick backfield here in Detroit. Kerryon Johnson's going to end up winning that job. He's a three-down back. He'll split carries here and there, but he'll have a lot of potential and may even get some goal line carries. Number 18, we're going back out to the desert, talking about Josh Rosen, the 10th overall pick in Arizona. And this is why I put him here. Was he my highest-rated quarterback? No, but he fell into a great situation where he's going to get a chance to play. He's got David Johnson in the backfield, Larry Fitzgerald, and Christian Kirk to throw it to. He's got options, and he's going to play. That gives him some fantasy value here for 2018. Number 19 is going to be Rashaad Penny, the 27th overall pick in Seattle. I love me some Rashaad Penny, and I feel bad for the kid that he went to Seattle. Seattle never should have drafted. They don't need him. They had Chris Carson. They decided to go Rashaad Penny. Worst offensive line of football, but he's going to see the touches. Can't get points without touches. He's going to have value, just not as high as I hoped. Rashaad Penny's going to be my 19th overall rated rookie. Number 20 is going to be Deon Cain in Indianapolis for the Colts. Pick number 185. Kid had a lot of talent. He fell because of his off-the-field issues, but if they can get that under control and Andrew Luck can come back, he's going to love himself some Deon Cain. Have him opposite of T.Y. Hilton. He'll see a lot of one-on-one coverage, and one-on-one coverage is what Deon Cain thrives off of. If Deon Cain can come in, clear his head, stay out of trouble, Andrew Luck's going to love Deon Cain. All right, guys, those are my top 20 rookies here for the 2018 fantasy football season. If you want more information on any of these guys, make sure you hit me up below. Really appreciate your support. Any questions, be sure to ask. Make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.